Hmm. All right, let's see. Oh, until I can figure out my best position. Hmm. How are you all today? I've never done this on YouTube before, so the settings are totally different than what I'm used to. I thought I would kind of do a flip through of my art journal, craft journal. Um, and then I think what I want to do is I want to put a cover on this. I don't know how much it is. I'm new to StreamTube and what my internet is actually capable of doing. So I just kind of got this 50-cent book and I wanted to start an art journal, and let's see what I have done. It's just I took two and I just glued them together, and then I started journaling, and I've dated them down here at the bottom. This was actually my very first one. It says never give up. This I did on the anniversary of the day that I became a paraplegic. And it just kind of a waterfall and just make, never give up. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm in screen. And this is just some colors. I got some new color pencils that changes as you color. And I thought this would be fun to try to see how. So I played with it there. Then I came over and I glued some paper down. Be amazing. This one I just felt like I needed to write some happy words. Backwards on your screen, and that is something that I will learn and figure out why my webcam, I'm sure there's a setting. I will need to fix that for next time. This is just some painty paper I did. And then this is a stencil I had. Bird. With some painty paper, and I love if anyone else crafts or arts, a lot of times it's the feel of the paper also. So I wanted to do this to see what it would feel like and how it would look, and I think it turned out pretty cool using that. Getting some pink on the background, and then I collaged some paper that I dyed with ink. More painty paper that I used a gel printing press, and a fairy, some more painty paper. This is a cutout from a magazine, some cardstock, and gold paint. I added some hair, which is just some yarn, and beads. I had this little stud, so I gave her an earring. And this is some paper that I did with ink. I don't know how good my microphone is. Again, it will be live and learn. I'm working. This is a work in progress still. Some pieces I've cut out from a magazine. Here are more pieces I collaged down. This is actually a baby wipe that I use to clean up ink and paint off of my table. And then I thought it was pretty, so I used it down. And this is a stamp. And I cut her out and I added some hearts. This is just some things collage I was playing, trying to learn my different media, see how they would react with some different paints and pencils. Stamps. These are some painty papers that I just really liked how they looked, and I just threw some yellow for a background and cut up some painty papers and put it down. Some painty paper. This is just something I'm working on. It was some extra paint, so I threw it down. Here is, again, I had fun with my ink, with my gel pad, and I made some painty papers. And this is fabric that I cut out, and this is a die cut actually that I purchased and I used. Explore and conquer, spirit and fun. This is ribbon. This is painty paper. Actually, no, I think this is a scrap paper that I used to clean off my brush, this back piece. And then this is a flower I made out of a book pages, ink. I inked some book pages. I put a little stone in there. Um, this is a notebook piece of paper. And Monday is good. Today was good. Love it. That's what this says. Wish it was in the right direction so that you could see that, but at least I could read it to you. Here's the cute little baby I made with some rolled book paper that, again, I ink dyed. Made a bow. This is painty paper. I used an old bracelet. Well, not really old, but I used a bracelet, made little earrings out of little scraps that I had laying around my art room. This is just a how I was feeling that day, I guess. That's all I can say about that one. This is a piece of fabric I had, and I thought she was cute, so I gave her a purple background. And this one is my happy page. Happy memories, the meaning of memory, and just happy stuff, things that make me happy. This is a fun page. This is a full 2 pages. This is just a mixed media piece that I just had different things in my room and that I wanted to use, and there's stamps and paints. You can't see it really well, but there's tissue paper on here. This is a stencil. This is a shot glass, and this is a top of a glue stick. And then this is a dictionaries. A dismiss. I guess this was page D. I didn't pay attention. I just disorderly, dismiss, disobedience. That's funny. Oh, dismantle. I use all the dis words, all the bad words. I guess all the negatives. This is. I love this piece. I think it's great. Oh, I just noticed that you are seeing. What are you seeing here? I'm not. Oh, this is a piece of my. Well, I'll have to fix that too. Live and learn, guys. I'm sorry. Let's see, now I made y'all crooked. I hope I don't want it to. Well, y'all are gonna just have to excuse that for now. I'm sorry. So this is a great. I love this piece. This is a strip of painted paper, painty paper. This is a strip of baby white that was used to wipe up. And I just love the colors. See the gold in there? There is a pieces of paper on here that I actually took the colors from. There's oh, I can't think, a caterpillar. This is actually a caterpillar. You can't see it because I use paint over top of it. But that's where I got the colors to use, the red, the yellows. There's some green in here that I use to bring those colors out. And I don't know, I just really loved it. And then I put the gold over top of it. This is one I'm currently working on, copper. I started with some copper paint and I put some circles on there. So that's one I'm working on right now. So I thought I would go ahead and let's see. I think that's probably gonna lay it flat. Should have did this first, I guess, but I'm gonna do it now. We're gonna just go ahead and I think I'm gonna have to throw down some gesso because this is slick. So I'm gonna throw down some gesso real quick. Grab my brush. My light is kind of glaring. This is my first one, so I'm living and I'm learning on this. Let's see if I what I know. I don't know really. Um, la 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 la. Okay. I make my own gesso. It's in a queso container. And there are lots of recipes out there, and I am running low, so the next time I make 'em, I will give you my recipe, and I'm gonna be honest with you that I have taken about 5 or 6 different recipes that I have found, and this is the one I like the most, and it's pretty much my own. But I will give you the different ladies that I've taken recipes from and you which parts that I actually use. I don't think it's one particular person. I think I used a couple different girls and their recipes. So here I go. I'm messy. Um, I am not a perfectionist when it comes to my arts and crafts. I don't think that arts and crafts should be. But that's my personal how I feel about it. I would love to hear from everybody. If you're not joining me live, if you leave me a message, um, I do this just for fun. It helps me relax. I don't know if I should just be talking to y'all or if you're just enjoying watching. So if you don't know, gesso kind of gives any media that I'm going to put on top of this something to stick to. Any if for example, I use the gesso on the inside, I do that. It's thin paper, so if I put something that is a little bit more wet on top of the paper without the gesso being on it, it will seep through, it will bend up the paper, all that good stuff. So the gesso kind of lets it bend before you put it on or before you put your media on. It gives it it already goes kind of through that bendy phase, and then when you put your next layer on, it's not it doesn't um, bubble up as much. And then on this, I'm putting the gesso on because it's slick, and I want whatever I put on top to kind of stick to it, and it will help adhere a little better because the gesso will give it something to stick to. So, um, so I need to dry this. So I think I can mute. So I'm going to mute while I dry. All right, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do is do a light color just to give it a base. So what, let's see, let's go with like a peach. Hmm, that's what color I want. Do I want it more pinky? I think we're gonna go with this one. It's a little bit more pinky. Nectar. Okay. And I'm gonna apply this with a credit card. Actually it's a Fandango card. Um, yeah, I think this is the color. I think this is a good one. Oh, wait a second. See my eye now's looking. Oh, I think this is going to be too pinky. Yeah, I'm going to stick with this one. Okay. Hmm. If you're, come on, I'm glad that you're here. I'm so, I'm excited to be live again. I used to do live shows, although it wasn't art stuff. It was more clothing boutique type stuff that I did on Facebook. So YouTube's a little bit different. Yeah, that's a good color. Y'all can't see it. Looks it almost looks beige. It's a pink color. At least on my computer it looks beige. But in real life it's a pretty pink color. And I'm just using like a card. I'm not real particular. I'm just kind of getting some color on the background. Take that off. Yeah, I can't believe that that looks so beige. That is a pretty pink on there. So once again, I need to let this dry. So I'm going to mute you again so I can dry it. All right, welcome back. I think now I'm going to, just like sponge down some paint. See, I have this weird sponge that I'm going to use. I don't know where I got it or what it's all about, but I think this is what I'm going to use. I cut pieces off when I need it. I think it's some sort of mixing sponge, but I use it just a sponge because I can. All right. I wish I could fix that. Let's see. I don't. There we go. How do I make that tilt up? that any better? I'm off. I'm off the screen. I'm learning, guys. Just remember, this is my first time streaming, and I have all this new equipment too. And I tried. I didn't know how to do it without going live. I tried, and did not have much luck. Okay. I think that works for now, right? That works for now. I needed a drink. I'm sorry. All right. I don't have a clue. I think I'm going to do bright colors. I need some happy. So, of course, purple. Purple's my favorite. So we're going to go with purple. This is a good purple. Let's go with this purple first. Okay. And I am just going to take the sponge and I'm going to just sponge it on here. And we'll see what we come up with. Sometimes I find I do things that I'm like, what did I just make? Hopefully this time isn't like that. A lot of times when I do mixed media too, and it's kind of a known thing, I think, if you do mixed media, you get to a point where you're just like, oh my gosh, this is ugly. What the heck is this going to do? But then you add another layer and it's like, hey, that's not so bad. So I'm just stamping along here. If anyone's still with me and still watching this, holy cow, good for you. I figured I'm going to be in here doing this anyways. I may as well turn the camera on because I've been wanting to turn the camera on for weeks now. And it's like, nobody's going to want to see this. And who knows, I might get a comment saying, yeah, nobody wants to see that. Oh, well, so don't watch. I'm doing it for me, not you. So you don't have to. Okay. It's therapeutic for me. And I'm just going to stamp until I run out of ink, or not ink, I'm not using ink. I'm just using regular old craft acrylic paint. Just the cheap stuff. Trying to get the paint out of this sponge. Now I got ink or paint on my fingers, but if it wasn't paint on my fingers, it wouldn't be normal. Okay, what do I want to do next? I think I want to add some more bright colors. How am I going to add some more bright colors? Well, a stencil. I have a homemade stencil. This is a Dollar Tree basket, and I just cut the side off of it, and I'm going to use this as my stencil. I'm gonna use a stippling brush. Use one of these. Stippling brush. And I am going to, I'm just going to throw down some bright colors. I think I'm going to go with this Holy Cannoli green. Lime sherbet. We're just going to put down some circles. We're going to try it with the brush, and if I don't like how the brush is working, we're going to go back to the sponge. That's not so bad. Yikes. Used a little bit too much paint and it went to the other side. Making a mess on my masterpiece. Not on my masterpiece. No. All right. I'm gonna go back to a sponge. Hopefully this doesn't leak through. Nope, not gonna work. I've got an old sponge. Not squishy. I need a better sponge. Maybe a smaller brush. Try again until it works. Like I said, I have no clue what I'm doing. Doesn't take much skill to do crafts, really. You just kind of, at least in my opinion, you just kind of figure it out. My phone is ringing, not know that I am streaming. I hope you can't hear the other room from here, but you might. Well, this is not working the best, but it's working. Just putting spots. Kind of off the. Not fun when you can't see me. What's the sense in doing it on screen if you can't see me? That's kind of fun. I'm going to do a couple more up here and then move on to the next. whatever I'm gonna do. I don't even know what the next thing is. Maybe I'll add some paper. Oh, nice. I like that. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. All right. Let me open up my stencil. Okay. I would love to hear if you do any mixed media. If you're still hanging out watching this, I'm going to go ahead and dry again. Hold on. So yeah, I've been talking for about 10 minutes with you guys not on. Sorry about that. I'm learning. So if you stuck through the 10 minutes of no sound, jeez. Oh my goodness. That's why this is my first one. Guess I should wrap it up here after this and I'll finish this book on another time. This page, I guess, is what I mean. I figured I'd be on for about an hour. Can't believe that I had the mute on. I have to decide if I'm going to mute it every time I dry. It's not like it's that long. I have to see how loud it is, I guess. See if it's worth me muting or not, because yeah, I just did what I told myself not to do. Don't leave that mute button on. Silly girl. Silly, silly girl. Oh well. Live and learn. Not the end of the world. I think if you guys stick around and watch enough, you'll be surprised at how this turns out. It might look like a heck of a mess right now. Heck, it might turn out as a heck of a mess at the end too. but whatever it does turn out, you will be surprised. You'd be surprised at, oh my gosh, that looks horrid. What is she thinking? Or you might end up being like, hey, she does have a little bit of talent, but it's not crafting, that's for sure. There we go. Now we got those all down. Why is my finger sticking to it, but the paper's not? Tell me that. What's the trick on that one? Never had so much trouble with this. I've glued, you've seen my other pages, right? I've never had, I've glued a lot. All right, so there's that. So I want to thank you all if you watched, if you stuck around this long. It was a very good learning experience for me. I now know what I have to do with my camera. I know not to leave my mute button on. And I got to figure out if I can get better coloring. I have a pretty good uh, video light here, so I don't think that that is the problem. Maybe it's my computer. I'm going to check out the stream from my phone to see if it's any better. But yeah, I hope you come back and I will work on this again. I enjoy doing this type of thing. I enjoy just sitting here and crafting. And if you want to sit and craft with me or watch what I'm doing just to keep up with me, I would love that. I would love for you to join my channel. Hit the bell. I'm going to try to start streaming more often because I'm in here and I craft at least daily. So I don't know if I will stream daily, but who knows? You never know. The only way I'm going to learn is to do it. So I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again. Please comment and give me a like if you enjoyed it. And again, join my channel. Keep spreading love. Bye.